If you feel like you've done more than most people for your email marketing, but the results aren't matching up, you might be missing something critical. Today, I'm revealing 7 sneaky money leaks in email and SMS marketing that could be draining thousands of dollars from your revenue. These aren't just theories. These are real issues uncovered during our most recent audits. Stick around to learn what they are and, more importantly, how to fix them. And I'm going to show you exactly how in Klaviyo. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Kasey and I run Luck & Co agency. My team helps 8- and 9-figure e-commerce brands maximize their revenue from email and SMS. We have been doing this for 5 years now and have worked with and audited a lot of e-commerce Klaviyo accounts during this time. If you want to be the first to hear when we release new videos sharing these learnings with you, make sure that you subscribe to the channel below. And before we start, I just want to take one moment and say thank you to everybody who reaches out in the comments of the videos, whether that's a question, a simple thumbs up, or the words of thanks. It means a lot to me to be able to connect with you, so thank you so much for participating and keeping that conversation going. And with that, let's dive in. Klaviyo money leak number 1, not sending gamification emails. Let's start with a fun one, gamification. If you're not having fun with your subscribers in the form of games, quizzes, and challenges at least once a month, you're missing out on a great opportunity to increase your click rate. I've talked more about it in one of my recent videos about high converting email design tips. For e-commerce, email gamification more than doubles the click to open rate and tends to increase the AOV by 15%. Here are some fun ways to increase your click rate with gamification. The click to reveal games, which we're showing on the screen right now, the Wheel of Fortune, and educational games. In order to bring gamification into Klaviyo, you could either work with a developer or use one of the following apps that work together with Klaviyo to make gamification easier to implement. Using emojis in SMS. First of all, if you're not using SMS, you're leaving money on the table. Unlike emails that get lost in crowded inboxes, text messages are almost always read, at least so far, and often within minutes. This makes SMS marketing incredibly effective for time-sensitive promotions, flash sales, and personalized offers. But here is something that you might not know. Emojis in SMS can actually be costing you more money than needed. While they might seem like a great way to add personality, they often increase costs unnecessarily, especially on platforms like Klaviyo. It's worth doing a cost-benefit analysis to see if those little icons are really worth it. Fortunately, it's very easy to do in Klaviyo. Just set up an A/B test within the same message with and without emojis, and look at the revenue and conversion rate as your success metrics. If the variation with the emojis doesn't lead to more revenue, then there you have it. You don't even need to look much further. But if it does, then you might need to do a bit more math and figure out how much each variation costs to send to see if the increase in revenue is worth the increase in cost of sending that SMS. Okay, so I've got 5 more of these leaks for you, but before we continue, I've got an exciting announcement. If you've been in marketing and have thought about niching down or specializing in e-commerce email and SMS, I have something very exciting. I'm working on a program to train A+ email and SMS strategists, and my plan is to hire directly from the first cohort of those people to join our team here at Luck & Co. If this sounds interesting, then go into the video description now and follow the link to get more information and get on the early access list to join us. Klaviyo money leak number 3, not measuring pop-up submit rates by the source. Growing your email list is like planting a garden. You need to know which seeds will actually sprout. If you're spending all of your time and money on channels that aren't giving you many subscribers, you're essentially watering the rocks. Instead, dig into your data and find out where your best subscribers are coming from. Is it social media ads? Maybe it's a referral program. Maybe it's affiliate marketing. And once you know, you can invest more wisely in those top performing sources. This way, you're not just growing your list faster, you're growing it with people who will actually want to hear from you. To find the pop-up source analysis, go into your Klaviyo form, scroll all the way down, and in the additional reports section, pick UTM source in the drop-down menu. Click analysis for conversion. Ever heard of dead spots in your emails? These are parts of your email that get little to no engagement, dragging down your overall conversion rate. For example, in one audit, we found that a product image in the middle of the email was barely getting any clicks, while the CTA button at the bottom was getting overlooked entirely. A detailed click analysis helped us reposition key elements, like moving the CTA higher up and adding an additional link to the product image. This simple change boosted conversions by 15%. It's all about making every part of your email work harder. To do this type of link analysis, go into the link activity in either your campaign or flow email in Klaviyo, and you can view your results in the default table view or switch to the visual view if this is more helpful. Note that if you're reusing the same link, the same URL in multiple parts of the email, you won't be able to see where in the email it gets clicked more because it's the same link. But if you adjust URLs to be unique, you can solve for that. Analyzing SMS subscriber responses. We've already touched upon how SMS can be a great revenue stream for your brand. But you know what else it's great for? A two-way communication between you and your customers and prospects. One thing that many brands overlook in that two-way communication is the path back to you. And that is uncovered in SMS conversation section all the way at the bottom of the Klaviyo sidebar. Even if you never intended it that way, SMS is a two-way communication channel in the way that your subscribers can respond to each and every message that you send, because that's how the text messages app works on their phones. So it's on you to review those responses because they can often be a source of new product ideas or flags that identify issues in your process or marketing. All right, of the tips that we've covered so far in this video, which have been the most helpful? Please go to the comment section and let me know so I know what to focus on in the next videos. Post-purchase cross-sells. This idea seems fairly straightforward, but I'm always surprised by how many brands are not using their post-purchase flows to cross-sell other products. The easiest way to do that is to include a dynamic product feed, which will automatically display products that the recipient hasn't bought yet from a pool of products that you specify. To do that in Klaviyo, drag the product block into your template. Under the product selection, pick dynamic, and then create a product feed or select from the ones that you've already created. Adjust the look and feel of the product feed by changing the number of rows and columns in your feed, which information you want to include and which you don't, such as the product name, the price, etc., and then colors, image sizes, and so on. You can see what the end result will look like by clicking Preview and Test at the top of the email. Klaviyo leak number 7, not optimizing cart abandonment flows. Lastly, let's talk about cart abandonment. If your flow has only one path, so that everybody who abandons cart goes through the same series of emails, you're missing out on major revenue opportunities. By splitting the flow based on cart value and offering a small discount for lower value carts and a free shipping, for example, for higher value carts, when they hit a certain threshold, you can significantly boost conversion rates and not lose more margin than you want to, especially for those higher value carts. It's a simple tweak that can lead to big impact on your bottom line. To make that tweak, drag the trigger split into your flow. Select value in the first dropdown and then set the conditions for low and high value. Then add an email to each of the new paths. I explore this in a lot of detail in my abandoned cart tutorial video, so check that out if you need more details on this. So there you have it, 7 email and SMS marketing money leaks that could be silently draining your revenue. If you've noticed any of these in your campaigns or flows, or if you've got other tips to share, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. And if this video helped you out, give it a thumbs up and share it with anybody else who might find it helpful. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next video.